Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself to all of you. My name is Andrian Yuando. My student number is B10241911040. I am the student of International Management Batch 2019 Universitas Tanjung Pura. In the semester, I take Human Resource Management class. My lecturer is Sir Adi Mursalin. On this good occasion, I would like to answer the HRM midterm quiz. Well, my dear audience, watch me and listen to me carefully. I would like to answer the question on part A. I always attended every class of HRM. I'm interested to learn more about HRM because I want to take concentration of HRM. Never, in my opinion, studying HRM need to be learned slowly, so I am always come to the HRM class. A Handbook of Human Resource Management Practice by Michael Armstrong. The book contains how human resource management, organization behavior, performance management, human resource management development, and the other about human resource management. Twelfth part, 59th chapter. We already studied 12th chapter, that is 1. Human Resource Management. About definition of Human Resource Management, Human Resource System, Model of Human Resource Management, Characteristic of Human Resource Management, Policy goals of Human Resource Management, and how human resource impact on organizational performance. 2. Human Capital Management. About definition of Human Capital Management, the concept of Human Capital Management Practice and Strategy, Human Capital Measurement and Human Capital Reporting. 3. Role of the Human Resource Function. About the overall role of the Human Resource Function, the role of human resource in facilitating and managing change, variation in the practice of human resource, organizing the human resource function, marketing the human resource function, preparing, justifying, and protecting the human resource budget, outsourcing human resource work, and share human resource service. 4. The role of human resource practitioner. About the basic roles, model of practitioner of human resource, gaining support and commitment, ethical consideration, conflict in the human resource. 5. Role of the frontline manager. About the basic role, the line manager and people management, the line manager role in implementing human resource policies, and how to improve frontline managers as people managers. 6. International HRM. About definition of international HRM, issues in international HRM, international organizational models, think globally and act locally, and international HR policies. 7. Strategic HRM. About the definition of strategic HRM, the concept of strategy, approaches to strategy (SRM), and implementing strategy (SRM). 8. HR strategies. About definition of HR strategies, purpose of HR strategies, and the difference between strategies HRM and HR strategies. 9. Developing and implementing HR strategies. About proposition about the development process, strategy option and choice, approaches to HR strategy. 10. SRM policies. About what human resource policies are, why human resource policies, and do policies need to be formalized? 11. Human resource competency. About type of competencies, competency frameworks, reason for using competencies, and development of competency frameworks. 12. Knowledge management. About definition of knowledge management, the concept of knowledge management, the purpose and significance of knowledge management, and approaches to knowledge management. I think I'm quite active because in my friend presentation I already asked and answered the question, and in my own presentation we had worked well together. Our group had already presentation. I can learn more about what is human resource management, how strategies human resource management, how human resource strategies and human capital management, how developing and implementing human resource strategies and knowledge management, and in my own presentation I learned what is role of the human resource function. Yes, because that's why I understand more about human resource who can help me in the future, and I will take concentration about human resource. I have answered all the questions on part A, and now I want to answer the question on part B. Storey believes that HRM can be regarded as a set of interrelated policies with an ideological and philosophical underpinning. He suggests four aspects that constitute the meaningful version of HRM. 1. A particular constellation of beliefs and assumptions. 2. A strategic source information decision about people management. 3. The central involvement of line manager. 4. Reliance upon a set of levers to shape the employment relationship. According to Handoko, human resource management is the withdrawal, selection, development, maintenance, and use of human resources to achieve both individual and organization goals. According to Shimura, human resource management is empowerment, development, assessment, remuneration, and management of individual members of organization or group of workers. According to Dessler, human resource management is the process of obtaining, training, assessing, and compensating employees and for managing labor relations, health, safety, and matters related to justice. Rival, the definition of human resource management according to Rival is one of the areas of general management which include aspects of planning, organizing, implementing, and in the future, human resource management plays a very important role in choosing reliable human resources because too many human populations need to be chosen which one are good quality. HR or employment policies help to ensure that when dealing with matters concerning people, an approach in line with corporate value is adopted throughout the organization. They are served as the basis for enchanting values, converting espoused values, info values in use decisions are made, and promote equity in the way in which people are treated. The direction and scope of an organization over the long term, which ideally matches its resources to changing environment and in particular to its market, customer and client to meet stockholder expectations. The fundamental aims of strategy HRM is to generate a perspective on the way in which critical issues relating to people can be addressed. It enables strategic decisions to be made that have a major and long-term impact on the behavior and success of the organization by ensuring that the organization has the skilled, committed, and well-motivated employees it to need achieve sustained competitive and advance. Two basic types of human resource strategies. 1. Overarching strategies. Overarching strategies describe the general intention of the organization about how people should be managed and developed, what steps should be taken to ensure that organization can attract and retain the people it needs, and ensure so far as possible that employees are committed, motivated, and engaged. They are likely to express a broad brush statement of aims and purpose that set the scene for more specific strategies. They are concerned with overall organizational effective achieving human resource advantage by as Boxall and Purcell. They explain employing better people in organization with better process. Developing high performance work system and creating a great place to work. The example 8. The major factor influencing human resource strategies was the need to attract, maintain, and retain the right people to deliver it. 2. Specific HR strategies set out what the organization intends to do in areas such as talent management, how the organization intends to win the war of talent, continuous improvement, providing for focused and continuous incremental innovation sustained over a period of time, knowledge management, creating, acquiring, capturing, sharing, and using knowledge to enhance learning and performance. Resourcing, attracting and retaining high-quality people. Learning and developing, providing an environment in which employees are encouraged to learn and develop. Reward, defining what the organizations want to do in the longer term to develop and implement reward policies. Employee relation, defining the intent of the organization about what needs to be done and what needs to be changed in the way in which the organization manages its relationship with employees and their trade unions. Example, a local authority, the focus on the organization of excellence. The strategy is broken down into 8 sections: employee relation, recruitment and retention, training, performance management, pay and benefit, health and safety, absence management, Menfels defined competition as an underlying characteristic of a person that results in effective superior performance. Rankin described competition as definition of skill and behavior that organizations expect their staff to practice in their work. A competitive framework contains definition of all the behavior competition used in the world of a part of organization. It provides the basis for the use of competitions in such areas as recruitment, employee development, and reward. The two prime reasons for organizations to use competitions as established by Mailer et al. Were first, that application of competitions to appraise, training, and other personnel process will help increase the performance of employees, and second, that competitions provide a means of articulating corporate value so that their recruitment can be embodied in human resource practice and be readily understood by individuals and teams within the organization. There are 10 steps to develop competitive framework. Step 1. Program launch decide on the purpose of the framework and the human resource process for well it will be used. Make out a business case for its development, setting out the benefit of the organization in such areas, improve performance, better selection outcome, more focused performance management, employer development, and reward process. Prepare a project plan that includes an assessment of research, recruit, and the cost. Step 2. Involvement and communication involve line manager and employee. The framework by setting up a task force, communicate objective of the exercise to staff. Step 3. Framework design. Competition list first get to task force to draw up a list of the core competencies and values of the business, what it should be good at doing, and the value it believes should influence competition behavior. This provides a foundation for an analysis of the competition required by people in organization. Step 4. Framework design. Definition of competition care needs to be exercised to ensure that definitions are clear and ambiguous and that they will serve their intended purpose. If, for example, one of the purpose is provide criteria for conducting performance reviews, then it necessary to be consistent that the way the competition is defined. Step 5. Define use competition framework. Define exactly how it is intended. The competition framework should be used covering such applications as performance management, recruitment, learning and development, and reward. Step 6. Test the framework by gauging the reaction of a balanced selection of line managers and the other employees to ensure that they understand it and believe that it is relevant to their roles. Step 7. Finalize the framework. Amend the framework as necessary following the test and prepare notes for guidance on how it should be used. Step 8. Communicate. Let everyone know the outcome of the project, what the framework is, how it will be used, and how people will benefit. Step 9. Train. Give line manager and human resource staff training in how to use the framework. Step 10. Monitor and evaluate the use of the framework and amend is required. Blackbird knowledge is multifaceted and complex, being both situated and abstract, implicit and explicit. Distributed in individual, physical and mental, developing and static, verbal and encoded. Nonaka and Teokisi state that knowledge is either explicit or tactic. Explicit knowledge can be codified, it is recorded and available, and is held in database. Incorporate intranets and intellectual property portfolios. As explained by Black, the purpose of knowledge management is capture of a company collective expertise and distribute it to wherever it can achieve the biggest payoff. Knowledge management is about getting knowledge from those who have it to those who need it in order to improve organization effective. Number 1. Yes, of course. Number 2. The difference on two managers of different companies and have a different perspective. Number 3. From their introduction in the video and from the way they communicate with the employee. Number 4. A manager must not only focus on their work and goals but also need good communication between each other so that can form a good working atmosphere and environment. Number 5. First and most important is a good communication. because from communication we can understand each other, and also give reward to people who also helpful for the company, and also penalties for traitors. Number 1. Internal problem in the company due to heaven of human resource managers. 2. The problem is that no one filling the position of human resource managers, so that the work of employee is irregular, worker salaries are unpaid, and there is conflict between employees. 3. From the attitude of manager is someone who can make decision and people who suggest no need HR manager. 4. We need honest people to be a manager, and also need human resource manager to manage the employee and the company. Number 1, yes, of course. Number 2, the problem is because have a new competitor. So the customer move to new competitors because the price is more affordable. Number 3, in that room have 6 people. 4 of the 6 people is managers. The name is manager of marketing, manager of human resource, manager of finance, and manager of operation. Number 4, from the work and how they communicate with the employee, and how manage the company. Number 5, they are not happy and not serious work and want to find a new job or another job. Number 6, a manager or leader not must only know the profit, but also appreciate the efforts or other and with other.